Greetings once again from PSJA Stadium. We are 2 minutes and 35 seconds from kickoff, 2:35 from kickoff. Countdown coming up. Continuing with audio video check. KTRI provides coverage here for KSBG TV as Channel 4 Action 4 brings you high school football. Raiders taking on Yellowjackets. Again, mic check, video check, 2:16 prior to kickoff. Final mic check as we continue to bring you coverage from PSJA Stadium. Joe Bowling coming to you. KGBT presents the PSJA North Raiders taking on the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets. We are moments away from kickoff. Live play-by-play coming your way shortly. Continuing with mic check 1, 2, 3, coming to you from PSJA Stadium. It's live coverage here on KGBT as we are bringing you the PSJA North Raiders taking on the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets. We're having Parents' Night tonight here at PSJA Stadium. Therefore, we have a late kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. We are running late. We'll have live coverage, entire game coming your way here on KGBT. Kickoff coming up shortly, continuing with audio, video checks. Again, coming to you from PSJA Stadium on a Thursday night. Once again, we have a mic check coming your way, PSJA Stadium. The North Raiders taking on the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets. We are running a bit behind for kickoff due to Parents' Night here for the Raiders. National Anthem coming up, and then kickoff. You'll have the entire game coming your way here on KGBT Channel 4. Live streaming coverage on valleycentral.com. Mic check 1, 2, PSJA Stadium. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mic check coming your way. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2.
Okay, let me go through the wires and I'll call you right back.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to a broadcast here on KGBT. I'm Joe Bowling here on ValleyCentral.com as we are in Far, Texas on a Thursday night, where it's the PSJA North Raiders at home taking on the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets. Again, live streaming video and audio coming your way here on ValleyCentral.com. Sit back and enjoy this game, not only live but on archive as well, as we'll have it continuing coverage here of high school football in the Rio Grand Valley. The Yellowjackets come in here with a record of 1-0. It's the Raiders coming in at 0-1, and a tale of two teams in week 0 that are trying to move on and do some things a little bit differently. For the Yellowjackets, again, they won a week ago in what has been called a baseball-type game, if you will. Final score 5-0. You can look at that from a couple of perspectives as I talked to Coach Joe Solis before the ball game, and one of those was from the offensive side of things, and that is, okay, we didn't score many points, 5 as a matter of fact, no touchdowns. Was that because of kids not making plays? Was that because the Weslaco Panthers defense was that good? He said it was probably a combination of the two, but more importantly, when they looked at it on film, there were several plays that were at least one block or less away from turning into a huge play. So he said, my guys were there, the plays were there. Offensively, I think we're okay. On the defensive side of things, of course, they pitched a shutout on the road against the Weslaco Panthers, and that, my friends, is the storyline of this ball game coming in. They faced a team that runs the football. Israel Loredo, he's a junior. It'll be Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjacket football to start this ball game. 11 minutes, 52 seconds in the first quarter action. Game was scheduled for a 7 o'clock kickoff, and again, it was Parents' Night here tonight at PSJA Stadium, meaning that we had a little delay in getting it underway. That, my friends, was not a bad thing from a technical perspective as we're trying to get things set up here in the booth. Thanks again to KTRI providing us the video coverage and assistance here in the press box, allowing me a seat in the air conditioning. Double tight end, double wing set for the Yellowjackets on first down. Running play up the middle, out across the 24 to the 25-yard line. Good for about 2 yards on first down play as the Yellowjackets take it right up the middle against this PSJA team. Running back in this case for the Yellowjackets was Isaac Martinez. Martinez is a junior, and he'll be credited again for a 3-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 7. Football on the 26-yard line. For those of you that are watching the game here live, we'll have multiple cameras at various locations, and eventually we'll have multiple cameras here. Tonight, a one-camera shoot. Second down, man in motion for the Yellowjackets. Handoff comes up the middle. Off right tackle, out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Not much running room again on a second down play for the Yellowjacket. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long as the PSJA North Raiders defensive unit doing a job here. This is the opening drive of the opening quarter. Tailback that time was Eric Ortega. He's a junior for the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets. So Ortega credited for a yard. Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 27-yard line. Yellowjackets will spread the field this time. They'll go with a 4-receiver set. Twins left and right, single back in the backfield out of a shotgun formation on 3rd and 6. Barking out the signals. Quarterback waits for the snap, takes it straight drop. Has time, looking over the middle, fires it, and it's going to be caught. First down across the 40 to the 45-yard line, and it's a first down for the Yellowjackets on a pass completion to Rick Villarreal, the senior, who reels it in on a big gain. 22 yards on the pickup on the pass play. And the chains will move for the Yellowjackets here. 10 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Again, welcome to our coverage here on ValleyCentral.com. It's the Yellowjackets of Edcouch-Elsa taking on the Raiders. Yellowjackets go back to the spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 to the wide side of the field on the left. Snap back, quarterback hands the ball off, and nothing there for the ball carrier, who gains maybe a yard. He probably lost yards on the play after the spot. That time out of the spread formation, they tried Martinez again, his second carry on the night. They'll give him a kind spot back to the line of scrimmage and bring up 2nd and 10 for the Yellowjackets. Thanks again for joining us here on ValleyCentral.com. Again, we're bringing you live coverage here. We're also in Mission for the Mission Veterans game as We continue to bring you more and more coverage here on high school football. Double wing, sir. Check that. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for the Yellowjackets on 2nd and 10. Straight drop back. Quarterback has time. Now rushed out of the pocket. Looks to the right side. Going to keep it. Hit in the back, and down he goes. Nice play that time by C.J. Barberena, the junior linebacker, as he brings down the quarterback, Noe Gonzalez, for a loss on the play of 6 yards. Spread formation. Gonzalez had time out of the gate, was flushed out of the pocket, and after that, it was Barberena that took care of business. Football spotted back at the 39-yard line of the Yellowjackets. Opening drive of this ball game, scoreless ball game, 9:04 and counting here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation once again for Gonzalez. Twin receivers left and right. Takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw, hit up the middle, gets away from one man. Stutter steps. Now he fires a pass out of bounds. It's going to be incomplete. He was out of the pocket, so that is an incomplete pass. It's not throwing the ball away, and intentional grounding. Nonetheless, Raiders defense does a job and brings up punting time for the Yellowjackets. So the Yellowjackets march it, gain 1 first down on the first possession of this ball game, and now we'll have to punt. Raiders send 2 men back to return this kick, standing back at around their 22-yard line. On the left-hand side is Akim Fontil. On the right-hand side is going to be Caleb Silva. Punt formation for the Yellowjackets of Edcouch-Elsa. Scoreless ball game. First quarter action. Snap back is a good one. Punter gets it away. It's a knuckleball up the middle of the field. Going to be fielded now on the 30. Drop. Football is a live ball. They dive down on it. Still loose, and the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets have recovered. It's Chan Hernandez who scoops it up at the 20-yard line on a turnover by the PSJA North Raiders.
21-yard line.
Hernandez, the sophomore for the Yellowjackets, man on the spot as the punt return was dropped by the Raiders. Yellowjackets will bring the offense back out on the field. They'll set up shop at the 21-yard line of the Raiders. A golden opportunity here for them to jump on top. Once again, the Yellowjacket offense a week ago was shut out as far as touchdowns. They scored 3 points on a field goal, and the other 2 points came via a safety. Now their offense set up in good shape. They'll set up on a double tight end set. Double wing, single back in the backfield behind Gonzalez, the quarterback. Sets him down, takes a snap, hands it off. Running play to left-hand side. Isaac Martinez got some room across the 15, down to the 10-yard line. That's going to be good enough for an 11-yard gain for Isaiah Martinez. And the chains will move for the Yellowjackets as they set up now inside the 10 of the Raiders. 4th man to carry the football tonight for the Yellowjackets. And Martinez on his first carry moves the chains. 1st and goal as the football's just inside the 10. Yellowjackets from the left hash mark with 8 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter have a chance to break on top here on the road. Gonzalez sets him down in a double wing formation, man in motion left to right. Takes a snap, keeps it, pitch back, right-hand side, looking for the corner, inside the 10, bounces off a tackler to the 5, inside the 5, driving forward down to the 2, penalty flag on the play. Carry that time by Diego Garcia for the Yellowjackets, but again, that penalty flag most likely going to be a hold, and it is an illegal block by the Yellowjackets. So what would have been 2nd and goal and short yardage. Second down and goal situation for the Yellowjackets. If we lost you there momentarily, my friends, let me tell you what happened. We had a miffed punt return by the PSJA North Raiders. Yellowjackets picked up the football at the 20-yard line, got a first down, set up 1st and goal inside the 10, and now our 2nd and goal from the 12 thanks to a penalty. Spread formation for Gonzalez. Scoreless ball game. 8:02 to go first quarter. Gonzalez sets him down. Takes a snap. Looks right. Rolling out. Now fires a pass and near the 2, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver Mark Garcia off his hands right about the 2-yard line. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and goal for the Yellowjackets. And if you're the PSJA North Raiders, you'll take a field goal out of this deal. Their defense has been on the football field since the opening kickoff. Yellowjackets marched it out, ended up punting the football. But again, if you're just joining us, a fumble. 12-yard pass to Martinez on a screen pass, and it comes with 7:48 to go in the first quarter, and the Yellowjackets of Edcouch-Elsa are on top. Perfectly executed screen pass that time by the Yellowjackets. They let the rush come through by the Raiders defense. Threw over the top of it. Martinez used one block on the left-hand side and waltzed into the end zone for the score. Extra point coming up for the Yellowjackets. They lead 6-0. Snapback's a good one. They get it down. The ball is up. It's long. It's high, and it is good. Yellowjackets up 7-0. Extra point by Victor Hombres. And it's a 7-0 ball game. Yellowjackets on top. Live coverage coming your way here from PSJA Stadium here on valleycentral.com. Thanks in part again to KTRI providing us the video feed for our ball game, and also providing us a location in the press box here where it's nice and warm outside, but nice and cool in here where I'm sitting. Again, no commercial breaks, no nothing until halftime, at which time we'll bring you the band. So that means I get to talk for a good 45 minutes straight. Some people may think that's a good thing. Some may think that's not such a good thing. Martinez on the pass reception from Gonzalez from 12 yards out. 7-0 Edcouch-Elsa. First quarter action. Raiders now will get their hands on the football for the first time tonight. In the passing department, Gonzalez is now 2 of 5 for 34 yards in the passing game for the Yellowjackets. Running the football, they were held in check as, again, the Raiders didn't give up much defensively. They were set after the Myth punt return. Kickoff time for the Yellowjackets. They're up 7-0. 7:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Yellowjackets in the white uniforms with the black and gold trim. Kickoff over to the right hash mark. Taken inside the 10, out across the 10 to the 15, making room to the 20, 25-30, 35-40, one man to beat to the 40, 45-yard line, tripped up there on the return for the Raiders, and that nearly was taken to the house by Caleb Silva. Shoestring tackle made by the Yellowjackets out across the 45-yard line for the Raiders, and they'll set up shop. 1st and 10, first time their offense on the football field, trailing 7-0. They'll bring it up to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback is going to be Ryan Guerrero, the senior. Double wing set. Single back in the backfield. Guerrero sets a man in motion. Takes a snap. Hands it off. First man through. Dives out across the 46 to 47-yard line. Maybe the 48. Gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Ball carrier was Caleb Silva for the Raiders. They'll give him credit for 2. Bringing up 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the PSJA North Raiders from their own 48-yard line. Wide receiver out to the left-hand side for the Raiders. They'll keep a single back in the backfield. Double wing formation once again for the quarterback. Sends a man in motion right to left. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Up the middle, off left tackle to the midfield stripe, and just into Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjacket territory is Silva on the carry. It's going to bring up 3rd down and right at 5 yards to go on a 3-yard carry by Silva. 7-0 your score. 6 minutes, 46 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And now I'm told that thanks to KTRI and some hard work, we've got multiple camera shots coming your way. As again, we just stepped it up in a big way. 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Raiders. Under center's Guerrero. Sends a man in motion left to right. That's Silva. Hard count. Takes a snap. Play action, rolls out to the right side, looks to throw, has a man behind everyone. It's Silva, caught it inside the 25, spins down to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a 30-yard pickup on a pass completion from Guerrero to Silva. 30 yards on the strike. Well-designed play that time for the Raiders on the play action. And the strike moves the chains. Into the red zone of the Yellowjackets are the Raiders. They trail 7-0, but now they're knocking on the door. 1st and 10 from just inside the 20-yard line. Guerrero brings them up. Single back in the backfield is Edcouch-Elsa for the Raiders. Quick snap, handoff. Man in motion right to left, hits the hole, and Oscar de la Cruz is brought down after a short gain as he got near the 26-yard line of the Yellowjackets. Escanami again on the carry. Check that was de la Cruz. So de la Cruz, they'll credit him with 3 yards on the gain, brings up 2nd down and 7. Football at the 17-yard line of the Yellowjackets. Raiders trying to respond to the first touchdown of the ball game. Handoff, right side to Silva, dances off a tackler, penalty flag on the play as he's brought down around the 15-yard line on a short gain by Silva. Well, I tell you what, they will keep you on your toes if you're an announcer or a cameraman coming to you here in this one when this offense is working right. The penalty will be against the Raiders. Raiders last week again lost 42-21 to the Donna Redskins, and among those that were shocked is yours truly. I watched them in preseason, was not expecting them to give up a 42 spot to the Donna Redskins. Now, conversely, I haven't seen Donna, so I wasn't aware of how good they might be. But I think that in the eyes of the Donna coaching staff, they had some kids that overachieved. They would like to see that on a regular basis. For the Raiders, again, they were shocked with a 42 spot put on the scoreboard against them. 5:27 to go. They mark the football out across the 26, call it the 27.5-yard line. On now 2nd down. Wanting to throw. Guerrero fires it left-hand side. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. 2 receivers out there. Leaping high was Hakeem Fontiel. Right behind him was Oscar de la Cruz. Neither man able to reel the pass in. It's an incomplete pass. And it brings up 3rd down and 17 for the Raiders of PSJA North. Wind condition blowing rather briskly right to left, and therefore it's at the backs of the PSJA North Raiders. I was watching in the pre-game warm-ups, and the kickers, with the wind assistance, can certainly reach from this distance. Raiders would like more than 3. Quick snap, handoff up the middle, room inside the 20 to the 15, up the middle, 20, down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line on a nice carry by Hakeem Fontiel, and that'll be close to, that will be a 1st down as he'll gain 22. Hakeem Fontiel, the junior. 1st and goal for the Raiders. 5:05 and counting here in the first quarter. 7-0 your score. This is Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets on the road at PSJA North, where the Raiders are at home for the first time on the season. 1st and goal. Raiders up to the line of scrimmage. Guerrero, single back in the backfield. Behind him is Escanami. Sends the man in motion left to right. Hands it off to Escanami. Up the middle inside the 3. Down around the 1. Another penalty flag comes raining in from the backside of the Raider offense, which again would indicate it's probably going to be against the Raiders. On the carry, Escanami got it down inside the 1-yard line. It would be 2nd and goal, but again, this one's coming back as a result of the penalty. Our coverage here on ValleyCentral.com, coming to you with live streaming video and audio coverage. Reminding you can watch games live on Thursdays and Saturdays, and you can watch them on archive after the ball games from anywhere in the world. When it comes to Friday night coverage, our streaming games will provide you live audio, and then about an hour after the kickoff, we'll be on the air. You can watch the games with streaming video and audio coverage as well. Tomorrow, I'm told we have 4 games we're covering. Among those will be the Battle of the Arroyo, where San Benito takes on Harlingen. Tell you a little bit more about that ball game in a little bit. Here's 1st and 20 now. Still 1st and goal for the Raiders. Silva in motion. Guerrero pitches it out. Silva trying to get to the outside. Takes the corner of the 20. Drags a man down to the 15-yard line. Good enough for a 5-yard carry for Caleb Silva. But the Yellowjackets did a nice job of getting to him before he could get ahead of steam, making his way upfield. Got to the outside okay. Again, our live streaming video is on Thursdays and Saturdays, and then on Friday nights we're bringing you live audio for the game, and then about an hour after the game concludes is when we'll have the streams up for you to watch the games. Second down play. Guerrero rolls out, looks to throw. Waits, going to keep it, going to run. Now he's going to throw. Has a man, throws it incomplete, out of bounds on the intended receiver that time, Christian Hernandez. Guerrero held on to the ball forever. Looked like he was going to tuck it in and take it down the sideline. Spotted Hernandez at the last second, but misfired on the pass and brings up third down. Raiders have converted on a couple of third down opportunities here on this drive. They trail 7-0. First quarter clock reads 3 minutes and 46 seconds. And counting as the PSJA North Raiders will be setting up here on third down and goal. Football at the 14-yard line of the Yellowjackets. Up to the line of scrimmage. Guerrero sets him down, sends a man in motion, takes a snap, keeps it himself, runs right-hand side, looking for a block, takes it inside the 10, inside the 5, spins forward, back pedals down near the 2-yard line. He's going to be short of the goal, and now decision time for the Raiders on that carry by Guerrero. He'll gain 16, and it will bring up fourth down and goal from inside the 1-yard line, or right at the 1-yard line of the Yellowjackets. Raiders trailing 1-0. Appear to be going for it here. Up to the line of scrimmage. Guerrero takes a look at the defense. Yellowjackets crowding the line. Raiders wait, whistle, timeout on the field. In this case, the Yellowjackets check that the Raiders will take a timeout. They want to be short on this play. Stops the clock with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Again, our live streaming video and audio coverage coming your way here on KGBT. It's valleycentral.com, providing you high school football at a new level. Raiders, to recap this ball game for you thus far, kicked off to start the game. Yellowjackets of Edcouch-Elsa had to punt the football after they attained one first down. They did punt, but the punt return was dropped by the Raiders, setting up Edcouch-Elsa at the Raider 20-yard line. They capitalized on that on a 12-yard pass play that came at the 7:48 mark of quarter number 1 when Gonzalez hit Martinez. Extra point was good. It was 7-0. After that, the kickoff was returned out across the 45-yard line for the Raiders, and they are now beating on the door of the Yellowjackets. It's fourth and goal as they come out of the timeout. Up to the line of scrimmage. Guerrero will set him down. Single back in the backfield. Guerrero under center on fourth and goal. Man in motion. Takes it, hands it off. Running left-hand side. Touchdown, Raiders. They needed one. They could have easily got 5 off of that one. On that carry, Edgar Escanami and the Raiders of PSJA North are an extra point away from tying this ball game up. It comes at the 2:59 mark of quarter number 1. As Edgar Escanami takes it in for the Raiders. Extra point boomed up high, long, and good through the uprights, and we are knotted up at 7 apiece. Raiders respond. Yellowjackets scored first. We're tied up at 7 apiece. Again, our live streaming coverage coming your way here on valleycentral.com on a Thursday night in Pharr, Texas. Again, I can't tell you how much work went into getting this one on the air as far as the personnel that are bringing you this coverage. Fans in the stands had no idea what was happening in the background here as KTRI, the Channel 17 for the Pharr School District, put on a show getting things ready for this one. And now you can see the fruits of their labor. Cameramen were in place, not knowing if they were going to be used or not prior to this broadcast, but they are on it. 2:59 remaining here in the first quarter. We are tied at 7 apiece as the Raiders and the Yellowjackets engaged here in the Week 1 matchup here in the Rio Grand Valley. Raiders 0-1, Yellowjackets 1-0, but on either sideline, no one cares about that at this point in time of this ball game. 7 points apiece. Yellowjackets will send 3 men back to return this kick. The deep man in the middle of the field will be Lorenzo Cabrera. He'll be flanked on his right-hand side by Israel Loreda. It's on his left-hand side, and on another player on the right-hand side moves up out across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Raiders with the wind at their back will be kicking off. Kicker tees it up. That's Edgar Ruiz. First quarter action, tie game, kickoff by the Raiders. End over end kick to the left-hand side, fielded there by Estrada. Brings it out across the 15 to the 20, down the sideline, 25 to the 30, on his feet to the 35, and dives across to the 27-yard line. That's going to be Joey Estrada. Or check that. That's going to be Laredo for the Yellowjackets. Stops the clock with 2:50 remaining here in the first quarter as Laredo with a nice return. Now there's a penalty flag out across that beyond the return point around the 42-yard line of the Yellowjackets. So we'll wait for the spot by the officials on that one. Again, the camera coverage coming your way right in your living room there as you're watching this one. We have unsportsmanlike against the Raiders, and we have an illegal block against the Yellowjackets. What does that mean? Slap on the wrist, both sides, spot the football where the return ended, and let's play from there. Yellowjackets scored first. Their offense back on the field. In the passing game, they're 2 of 5 for 34 yards and a touchdown. And that's by Noe Gonzalez. He connected on his first pass, missed on his next 3, and then struck on the 12-yard touchdown that put points on the board to start this game. He now sets up under center. Double wing formation. Takes a quick snap, hands the ball off, stutter step move out across the 26 to the 20, or check that 37-yard line. And a short gain by Mark Garcia of the Yellowjackets. And that's yet another player used by this Yellowjacket offense as far as running the football. Garcia will be credited for a 1-yard gain. He's now the 5th player to run the football here in the first quarter for the Yellowjackets. Back up to the line of scrimmage on 2nd down and 9 from their own 38-yard line. Yellowjackets under center. Man in motion, goes left to right. Handoff to that man, trying to get to the outside. Leaps over a man, tries to turn the corner, gets out across the 40, maybe the 41 or 42-yard line, depending on the spot. Stringing it out, Isaiah Martinez on the carry. He'll end up gaining, call it 4 on the play. His second carry of the night for now 15 yards. And it's 3rd and 5 for the Yellowjackets. Clock under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we want to thank you for joining us on board here at valleycentral.com. Raiders on their home field for the first time. Trailed out of the gate. Yellowjackets of Edcouch-Elsa on the road. Scored first, led 7-0, but the Raiders answered. It's a 7-7 game. Now 3rd and 5 for the Yellowjackets. Quick snap. They'll drop back to throw. Looking. Man open downfield. Can't get it to him, and he'll throw it away. Good pressure up the middle that time by the PSJA North Raiders. In this case, that was Matt Garcia, whose big number 52 was right in the face of Noe Gonzalez, the quarterback for the Edcouch-Elsa Yellowjackets. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 1:21 to go in the first quarter. Brings up punting time for the Yellowjackets. Raiders send 2 men back to return this kick. Hakeem Fontil on the left. Out on the right-hand side is Silva. Punter stands at the 30-yard line for the Yellowjackets. 13 on the play clock. Snapback's a good one. The punt is away. It's in the direction of Fontil. He'll take it at his 23. Fair catch, and that's where he'll down it. And that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 with 1:13 left here in the first quarter of play. High fives across the board as the Raider defense makes their way onto the field. And again, you're looking at Matt Garcia, who provided that final pressure on the quarterback on that last play. 7-7 your score. 1:13 remaining first quarter action. Out across the 21-yard line. It'll be Raider football. Up to the line of scrimmage. They've been running out of this double wing, double tight end set. And Guerrero sets him up once again here, 1st and 10. Football spotted already at the 21. They haven't even started the play clock yet. Now they'll wind it up. Guerrero under center. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off. First man through, a lot of room. Cross the 30, looking for a block. Diving down around the 34 to the 35-yard line. Quick hitter that time on a carry by Escanami. And that's good enough for 14 yards on the carry. Escanami had a huge hole open up, and he hit it in a hurry. took down at the 35-yard line. Raiders move the chains. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Guerrero sets him up 1st and 10. Man in motion left to right. Fakes the handoff. Takes it up the middle. This time he's going to be hit, and down he goes. Yellowjackets, Mike Garza, the junior, was all over that. He didn't bite on the ball fake on the handoff and wrapped up Guerrero for no gain on the play. For Guerrero, his second carry of the night. And it brings up 2nd and long for the Raiders. They have thrown the ball a couple of times here this evening. They're 1 of 3, 30 yards. 27 seconds and counting in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Guerrero hands the ball off. Silva running right, looking for some room. Out across the 40, spins forward to the 44-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down by about a yard on a carry by Caleb Silva. He'll end up gaining 9 on the play. His 4th carry of the night for 19 yards. Play clock running, game clock as well. First quarter, my friends, in 5 seconds is history. Make that 3, 2, 1, bingo. First quarter in the books, nothing decided here. 7-7 your score, Raiders and Yellowjackets. Live streaming football coverage coming your way here on valleycentral.com. And we hope you enjoy the show. KTRI again providing us our video stream and our audio coverage here for tonight's ball game. Reminding you once again that we are continuing to expand the coverage here. And if you like what you've seen in the early part of this, just wait. There's a lot of real good stuff coming up. We're not going to be touched. We're going to race off and leave the competition in the dust. 12 minutes on the clock. Second quarter coming up here. Raiders on their own field. Game tied at 7 apiece. Recapping your scoring in that first quarter was 7:48 remaining in the first. It was Edcouch-Elsa capitalizing after a missed punt return on a 12-yard pass play from Noe Gonzalez to Isaiah Martinez. Extra point was good. It was 7-0. The Raiders of PSJA North capitalized on the kickoff return that brought them out to the 45-yard line, and then a 55-yard drive was capped off by a 1-yard run on a 4th and goal play when Edgar Escanami took it in for the score. Extra point good, game tied. As we set up for the second quarter of play, it'll be Raider football. They'll have it 3rd and a 1 yard. It's a short one. They'll need to get it out across their own 45-yard line. Guerrero sets him up. Hard count. Man in motion. Hands the ball off. Escanami bounces it forward. He's got enough for a first down as he gets it across the 46. Now the Yellowjackets come out of there with it, but that play was blown dead. Yellowjackets thought they had something there, but they're going to watch as their defense will watch the chains move. Escanami on the carry. He'll gain 2. He's now got 3 carries on the night for 17 yards. He also has this lone touchdown for the Raiders. New set of downs. The down marker reads 3rd, but it is first down and 10 yards to go. Raiders with the ball on their own 46-yard line. Guerrero sets him down under center. Single receiver out to the left-hand side. Man in motion is Silva. Hand off to Silva. Running left. Got a block to the midfield stripe. Makes a move to the 45-yard line. Takes on a tackler. Is going to be driven backwards. His forward progress will take him down inside the 45. Call it the 44-yard line of the Yellowjackets of Edcouch-Elsa. And Caleb Silva will gain 9 on the play. 28 yards on the night thus far for Caleb Silva on 5 carries. Clock running, 11:08 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 1. Raiders in Yellowjacket territory. Game tied at 7 apiece. Single receiver out to the right-hand side for the Raiders. That's Raleigh Flores. Double wing, double tight end set. Check that single tight end set. They line up strong right. Hand off. No, he's going to keep it himself. Guerrero gets hit hard, dives forward. That's enough for a first down as he'll take it inside the Yellowjacket 42 down near the 41. Guerrero on the carry, and the chains will move once again for the Raiders of PSJA North. Call it 3 yards for Guerrero. He's now got 19 yards on 3 carries. 1st and 10. Yellowjackets defense now we're going to have to stiffen up here as the Raiders are operating in Yellowjacket territory. Guerrero sets him down once again. Single man in motion right to left. Hands the ball off, misdirection. Silva's got some room. Inside the 35 to the 30. Gets away from the man. Got all the way down to the 20-yard line. Caleb Silva will move the chains again. That's a 21-yard gain, and he got a terrific block at the point of contact of the line of scrimmage and then ran through a couple defenders before he was brought down